What? How did that happen? It was just there. Sure, there should be something wrong. Is that you on payday?
Yes.
Let's help prevent that from happening. Hi there. Welcome to Life's Backend. Creating a budget is a very important aspect in personal finance. A budget is changing your mindset towards spending your money. You're saying, here's how much I have, and then asking, what can I spend it on? What are the things that I want to spend my money on after knowing what you have? Instead of saying that these are the things that I want to do and then worrying about how you're going to afford it later on. There are 4 benefits to having a budget. Number 1, you'll be in control. Based on your income, you'll be able to dictate what you're going to spend your money on. Number 2, you'll be more knowledgeable of where your money is going. You'll know what you're spending your income on exactly. Number 3, you'll be more focused on your goals, on what you're trying to do, because you don't have to worry anymore if you can afford it or not, because you already know. Number 4, you won't be overspending, because now you have a limit, and most likely you're going to be saving money. Speaking of overspending, have you ever been in a situation where you've paid off all your bills and somehow there's a little extra money in your bank account? So you go out and you spend a little more on things that you want or things that you like, and then 2 days later another bill shows up and suddenly you're behind again. How do we create a budget? I personally like to use the old-fashioned way of pen and paper using a notebook. There's a lot of nice notebooks on Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description, or you can use an Excel spreadsheet. It's just a way of documenting your expenses. The best way to keep track of your expenses in creating a budget is to write it down or type it up. Once we get the notebook ready or Excel spreadsheet ready, the way I like to divide the sections up is to divide them up into 4. 1 for the income, 1 for expenses that don't change, and 1 for expenses that can be changed, and then the last one for investment. An example of expenses that don't change is like mortgage or rent, because you can't just change the amount that you're going to pay each month. It's a fixed amount that you pay each month. And so you're going to take the total amount of expenses that don't change, subtract it from your income, and then the rest we're going to divide into the 2 sections that we have. Investment section and then the expenses that do change. So an example of expenses that do change is like groceries, eating out, going to the movies, shopping, going on a vacation. An investment is like putting your money into something that will gain you more in the future, like purchasing a notebook to create a budget. It will benefit you in the future, and you might end up saving more money. So every month you're going to go in, and for the 2 sections, investment and expenses that do change, you're going to set limits on how much you're going to spend in each category. So for example, this month I'm only going to spend $1,000 on groceries, and I'm going to invest in so and so. So you're going to make sure that you divide what's left of your income into these 2 sections so that you have enough for each section. As we can see here, by breaking down our expenses in this simple way, we're able to separate our income into a part where we don't touch, which is for the expenses that don't change, and then the rest is where we put for expenses that can be changed if any other expenses show up. So for example, if you get a flat tire or you get a speeding ticket, you might lower your limit on going out to eat for the month to pay for that speeding ticket, because now you know how much you're spending on going out to eat, on your groceries, on all those expenses. So you won't be in a panic mode. How am I gonna afford this? How am I gonna pay for that? So you'll start to be in a mindset of, here's how much I have, and you'll ask, what can I do with my money? Another thing you can create a budget for is your time. So watch my video on time management. You can find it right here. Also, don't forget to visit my blog, lifesbackend.com, and subscribe to my newsletter. You can find the link in the description below. So long.